Hi students, welcome back. You survived your first day of art class. Way to go. Yesterday, I told you that I would share a little bit with you about myself since you were so nice to share a little bit about yourself on those All About Me pages, and I can't wait to read through them tonight and learn a little bit more about you. So here we go, a little bit about Mrs. Schlestein. That's a picture of myself and my husband. His name is Najib, and I will talk about him often in class because I live with him. He's part of my life. I have a degree in art education and a concentration in ceramics. And what that means is when I got to choose all my fun classes in college, my extra classes, I chose classes that had to do with clay because I love to make anything out of clay and especially love working on the potter's wheel. I love art, any kind of art. I love drawing, painting, sculpting, sewing, weaving, you name it. If it's working with my hands and being creative, I really enjoy doing it. And that's why I chose to be an art teacher. I love to be outdoors and exercise. I like to run, hike, kayak, canoe, anything that gets me outside and some fresh air and exercise. I have 5 children. You've maybe even met some of them. My oldest is Justin. Kristen, Noelle, Ben, Chloe, who I think most of you know. She's in 6th grade this year at Holy Family, and my husband, Najib. And I'm really excited to get to know you. Here is a recent picture of my family. This right here is Noelle. She just graduated from college not too long ago, and she works in a jail. Here's Chloe, who's in 6th grade this year. This is Kristen. She works at a university in Phoenix, Arizona, so I don't get to see her very much. This is Justin. You might know him as Mr. Olson. He did some subbing here at school a few years ago. This is Benjamin. He's going to Chippewa Valley Technical School for software development. And that's my husband, Najib. So that's the most important people in my life right there, and you'll hear me talk about them often. Here's just a few more pictures of my family. You can see my daughters. Kristen has a dog named Kira. Here's Chloe. Ben, when he was in high school, played football and baseball. Justin's a scientist and does jujitsu. And there's Chloe with her sisters. So that's my family. Now, I'd like to play a game with you called Two Truths and a Lie. And how we're going to do this is we will be logging into our Google Classroom and we'll be using a Jamboard. So what I'm going to do right now is pull up that Google Classroom. Here we are in Google Classroom, and in your announcements you will see, click on the link below to go to Jamboard to create your sticky note with 2 truths and a lie. So you're going to click on this. Once you've clicked on the link, it will take you to a page that looks like this. Some of you may have used Jamboard before. I'm pretty new to it, but I like what it does. You can create sticky notes and place them all over, and you can draw and write, and we can all share our own 2 truths and a lie, and then we could comment on each other. So I'm going to show you how to create your sticky note. Along the side here, you're going to go to this little square that represents sticky note. You're going to click on that, and you can choose a color. Try to choose some different colors. I'm going to have yellow. And the first thing you'll do is type name with a colon, and then type your name. So there I am. I'm going to do a hyphen. Number 1, my first statement is I am related to George Washington, period. Space it. Number 2, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a cat farmer, period. Number 3, I can speak French. Okay. Once I have this up, I'm going to proofread it and make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Then I will go down here and click Save. And then I'm just going to click anywhere on the screen. Now you can see my sticky note. It's really small and hard to read, so I'm going to double click on it. Oops. I click on it once, and then I will drag it so everyone can read it. And then leave it. Once everyone in class gets their sticky note up, we can go through and read each other's. So the point of the game is to decide which one of these statements about me do you think is the lie. 2 of the statements are true and 1 is a lie. Then you can take your pen and whatever one you think is a lie, I just want you to write that number. So if you think that number 1 is a lie, you can just do a number 1. Or maybe you think I'm lying about number 2. Just draw a number 2 there. And go around each person's sticky note, read what they said about themselves, and decide which one is a truth and a lie. Then when we finish, we will share our truths with the class. All right, well, that was really fun. I enjoyed the 2 truths and a lie. Now, if you are in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, you can stop the video here. If you are in 5th grade, then I'd like you to continue watching. In Mrs. Schlestein's art class, I like to use the Mona Lisa as a way to teach students what good behavior looks like. The Mona Lisa is a really good example of what good art students look like when they are listening. If you look at the Mona Lisa, you will notice that her eyes are always watching. Wherever you might be standing in a room, it always looks like her eyes are on you. When I'm speaking to the class, I want you to always have your eyes on me. Mouths are quiet smiles. This year it's going to be a little tricky to know if you're smiling or not since our mouths will be masked. And our hands and bodies are still. When I'm giving a demonstration or speaking to the class, you need to make sure that your body's not making any noise and that you're not bothering or touching or annoying any of your classmates. So I will talk a lot about the Mona Lisa, but who is she? Well, here's a little video to help you learn a little more about who Mona Lisa is.